Now, a stately home and a mysterious garden are awaiting you today if you get your togs on and head down to Sharpham House and Garden, which overlook the River Dart. It's their open day today, spring open day, and Katie Tokus is there to tell us a little bit more about what's going on today. Hello, Katie.
Hello.
What's
I know it says Spring Garden Open Day in the title, and there should be sunshine, but we're expecting that a little bit later.
Oh, ever the optimist.
Yeah, that's right.
It's those swirling sort of River Dart mists. They're atmospheric, aren't they?
It's poetic and beautiful here, as usual, so, it's perfect. Come on down.
So what makes, from your point of view, a special place to visit at Sharpham?
Well, I think one of the things is that we're not often open. We have selective open days because we're a mindfulness retreat centre. So this is a day where you get a chance to walk around incredible historic gardens and grounds here, and we're doing house tours. So, yeah, it's a rare occasion to come and see the inside and the outside at Sharpham.
And it's pretty special, isn't it? It's grade 1 listed, and apparently the staircase is very famous. I've never been inside, although I've seen the outside, and it is absolutely beautiful.
Well, I've just come from the information table, and our main job is really guiding people and showing people this incredible cantilevered staircase, which appears to have no support on it, but winds its way up to a beautiful lantern ceiling. And it's breathtaking. People stand up and they look straight up and they see this elliptical stairwell, and they're blown away.
Fantastic. And the garden's interesting, isn't it? Because it's got quite a mysterious history.
Well, I think the mystery you're talking about is whether or not, the big question, whether or not we're a capability Brown designed landscape. And the reason is we think that we are, mainly through a connection that Capability Brown had with the designer of Sharpham House. We knew that he was in the area when Sharpham House and grounds was being built, which was around 1762. So there were connections with Capability Brown. And also, more importantly, our landscape's got lots of characteristics of Capability Brown planting. So there's vistas, there's parkland, sweeping parkland, tree plantings that are really, key to Capability Brown's designs. So, yeah, we reckon it is.
I hope you solve that mystery one day. It'd be great to uncover some secret documentation, wouldn't it?
Well, the person who I hope is going to uncover that secret documentation's here with me now. She's Claire Ashwheeler, and Claire grew up here. And it was her family that began what has become the Sharpham Trust. Claire was a trustee, and she's now our archivist, one of our archive team. Here she is.
Hello, Claire.
Hello, Janet. Hi.
So you grew up there?
Yes, that's right. My parents, Ruth and Morris Ash, bought Sharpham House in 1962, and I grew up here. I was about 4, so I ran around the house, I ran around the gardens, and it was a beautiful place to be brought up. At that time, we still have 550 acres of farmland, and there were numerous other children here, the herdsmen's children and farm workers, and we were all about the same age. So on a rainy day, we would go in the house and play hide and seek. And my parents, Ruth and Morris, were so tolerant of us, if I think about that now.
It sounds magical. It sounds like one of the Mitford sisters' books or something. It sounds absolutely wonderful. Yeah. What was the house like then? Well, it sounds like your parents had quite a job on their hands.
Well, they, although it's a very large Georgian Grade 1 starred listed house, with this beautiful hall that Katie was talking about. It actually has a lovely homey feeling about it still to this day. And our living room, which was massive, has lovely comfy sofas, a roaring fire, a telly was there. And so it looked grand, but it was actually very comfortable.
Oh, fantastic. So what happened after that to make it become the Sharpham Trust? What was the sequence of events?
Well, my parents asked me and my sisters whether we would want to take over the house when they died, and we said, highly unlikely, it's a massive responsibility. So they really had to think, what do you do with a massive pile, beautiful grade listed in a historic landscape. And so they turned it into the Sharpham Trust. We have our own website, and people are welcome to go on that and see all the activities and events that we do. That was back in '85. So it's evolved a lot since then. One of our tenants is the well-known Sharpham Vineyard, and we have another tenant, David Camp, who farms organically, and that's part of the trust ethos now. We hold events in the house, ceremonies, and all sorts of mindfulness events, day events, evening classes, retreats, and we're connecting people not only to themselves through awareness of the present moment, but also connecting to nature. So we have these beautiful grounds. We're running woodland retreats now in beautiful bell tents, a bit like glamping, but as Katie said, kind of a managed access. So that's why this open day is quite special. We have four of them a year, and people can come here free, but we do charge for parking, £4, because actually we want to discourage people coming by car. We are offering a free bus from Totnes Plains, because we're not far from Totnes, and people can walk here, cycle here, catch the bus, other forms of transport, and that's all part of the trust ethos too, about sustainability, awareness around mindfulness, our inner selves, our outer selves, our environment, and that kind of thing.
Sounds like a classic example of what a lot of big houses have had to do to pay the bills in this day and age, and diversify and open themselves up a bit to a lot more people benefiting from what they've got to offer.
Absolutely right. It's a dilemma for people, in this day and age when it's so expensive to keep these places going and keep them looking kept up and cared for. And I think the Sharpham Trust, the trustees, a vibrant group of committed local people, and they really care about that. And the director, Julian Carnell, and previous directors, Chris Nichols, have all really cared about this place. And that really comes through, actually, in the walls. It kind of lives and breathes this caring. And if people come here today, or our next open day, July the 3rd, they'll see what a beautiful, special place it is, and hopefully come on one of our courses.
Now, we've had a question in, actually. This is nice. Tony from Barton would like to know if you're putting on any more plays.
I'll hand that over to Katie. She's good on this kind of thing.
Katie, hello.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Janet. We haven't got any in the pipeline yet, although it was such a success last time. I think Tony's talking about Parzival, and that's where we had actors out in these incredible grounds illuminating this Arthurian legend. That went so well, sold out performances. So it's in the pipeline, but we haven't got any planned just yet, but we're definitely into that again.
So, Tony, it might happen, so keep an eye on your website, I guess, to find out what's going on there. Katie, finally, for people arriving today, tell us the nuts and bolts and what they can expect to see.
Okay, great. Well, look, we've got garden tours, so you can be led around the gardens by experts, flagging up fantastic plantings, the trees, the landscape. We've got some wild food foraging. You don't have to be wild to do it, but it helps, We've got lots of stuff for the kids. We've got some storytelling, and we've moved it indoors just because it's a bit damp and miserly. So the kids have got lots of craft and storytelling to enjoy. And house tours, although hopefully, they might have been sold out by now, but we get really busy on those. We've got an Easter egg hunt. Can you believe it? I know Easter was there.
You never need an excuse for a good Easter egg hunt, in my
opinion. The eggs weren't found. We need to find them, so we're going to do that this weekend. And of course, you can come in for teas, coffees, cakes at our house cafe.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us this morning. Hope it goes well. It sounds like it will.
Thanks, Janet.
All right, cheerio. Bye-bye. That's Katie Tokus from Sharpham House on the banks of the River Dart. They're having their open day today.